Hello and welcome. Today we are going to learn and show you how quickly we can go from having a POS solution that's ready for cloud printing to connecting a cloud print printer to Star Printer Online, our managed cloud print service, to printing to the printer. And we might learn a little bit about how that process works. So firstly, we need to connect the printer up to the internet. So to do that, we need to find out what the IP address is of the printer. So we do a self-test of the printer by turning the printer off, holding the feed button down, and then letting the self-test print out. We have lots of information about the memory switch settings of the printer here that we don't need to worry about. We've got the Bluetooth name of the printer. And then lastly, we've got what IP address the printer is sat on. So this printer here is currently sat on IP address 192.168.5.38. If we put that into a browser, what that will bring up is that will bring up the network utility UI, and then we can log into the printer. So by default, our printer's username root and password public. Then once you put those credentials in, you can go over to the Cloud Print settings and you can put in your desired Cloud Print URL. What is your desired Cloud Print URL? So to discover that from a Star Printer Online perspective, you can log into your Star Printer Online account. In Star Printer Online, you will have device group. In the device group here, you will have the URL that if you put it into the Cloud Print section here, you will then start sending the requests of printing to that desired URL. Let's enable that. We'll give that a save. And then what will happen is this printer will do a restart, and then it will start sending its information directly up to the Star Printer Online server. Can we see where that is? So we've got it here where it was previously connected, and there, it's online. So what do we want to name this printer? So we can go over here to the settings. We can click rename this device, and let's call it Mitch-bar MCP31CBI. I think that's a great name for a printer. Once we've renamed that, what we should be able to do is we've got some cleverly written software that is all browser-based here in the background. Let's go shopping. So let's have a mojito. Let's get rid of these toasted nuts here. Let's get some soft drinks, maybe some water, some food. So the sharp-eyed individuals would have seen that there is a allergen label printer connected here. So this clever software, which is all written in the browser, will not only send the ticket to the bar, but it'll also send it, the allergen information, directly across to the label printer, which I promise you, no smoke and mirrors here, is sat in the same room as I am. So how quick was that? That was about less than 5 minutes, and we're already printing directly to a printer. Let's find out a little bit more about what's under the hood. So what's happening from this bar printing perspective? So lots of fancy UI here, lots of adding information in, but essentially what's happening here is you've got your API key, which is quite important. Let's go to API keys here. So let's start a new API key. Let's call it bar test API, and we'll go printing. Let's only set this up to print, which is hidden somewhere here, print to device. Let's add that in. Then let's copy this without showing you guys. Well, I guess you'll see it here, actually, to be honest. Let's place the API key in here. The other important perspective. So from the three things that are important from the cloud printing perspective is the API key, which is essentially the master key to the print jobs. The device group. So this device group here is Starbar. And then the final important part is what we call the access ID. It also can be called the application ID or the printer ID. Let's copy the access ID here. let's place that access ID in this bit here. And then we can put in whatever star markup we want. Obviously, we're going to print hello world, and let's execute that. And then you can see that it's come out the printer here. So there we go. We've shown you very quickly how to connect a printer to Star Printer Online. We've shown you how Star Printer Online can print to multiple printers from one web UI. And then we've shown you a little bit about what's under the hood. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate, reach out and ask. Thank you.